Hello everybody and welcome back to another, lockpicking video. But yeah, today we're going to have a look at my recent, addition to the locklab. But the screen is too full. That's a wide angle. Much better. Here you can see the behemoth of a lockpicking stand I have here. And I wanted to show you what I did and give you all the thingiverse links to my designs. So what is this? This is a modular system called Gridfinity, designed by Zack Freedman. And basically his idea is you create a grid, a unified grid. Each of these compartments is 42 by 42 millimeters. So this would be a 4 by 3 grid in the Gridfinity system. And then you design compartments to fit inside this grid. So here I have an empty one. This slots perfectly into the grid. And this is already a pick stand, one of my early designs. And I refined this a bit and it came this later. But this is just to show you the idea. So this slots nicely into this grid, and then you have a tray of that you can rearrange to your needs. Yeah. So I could add whatever I want to this grid. So let's have a look what we have here. I will show you these later on again in the drawer, because this is where my arrows would sit. This comes usually in a nice box, but so I have it much easier at hand, and it's still stored nicely within its drawer. And I did the same for my other disc-detainer tools, a bit specific to my needs, but yeah, probably a lot of you have seen the Boston Bill and Lockpicking Lawyer version of the disc-detainer tool. So what's this all? So let's get the pick stands out of the way. This is just a pliers compartment. Oh, it's heavy. And yeah, this is just a standard thing. You can just find this. I will try to link the design I used here. And it holds your pliers neatly and just snaps back into place once you're done with it. Then up here I have my gutting stand. And maybe you've seen a short I recently did on this, where I populated this. So this holds everything I need for gutting. My Sparrow's gut wrench, the tool from Huck to get the C-clips off. Then we have space for followers. We have the assay diameter. We have the padlock diameter, like for 1100s or ABUS 7240s, with the small core diameter. Then I have space for tweezers. I have space for, 5 normal sized followers, all kinds, like my lighted one, or yeah, it's not my design, but you've seen this on my channel quite a lot of times. We have space for core holders, pinning shoes, and then front loaders. And what I'm most happy about actually is this nice compartment to get shims. I had them in the plastic bag all the time, and it was so annoying to get them. And finally I have proper place to grab a shim if I need one, and to put it back even. So really nice. And up here I just have a compartment where I usually put my nice lock holders or so. And this comes in an STL with or without the logo disc in the front. So for me, I just printed out these logo discs for fun. I don't know if you don't want this, you can find an STL without one. But if you want to, you can design your own logo disc and print it separately, and it just slots in here nicely. So much to that. I can leave it like this because I always have these tools together and they sit somewhere on my desk. Now to the behemoth of a picking stand. Yeah. So I put this all together, but you could easily condense this to a lot smaller format. Yeah? I mean, for example, if you just using multi-pick tools, for example, now you can easily take a 3x4 grid Then you can still add, what do we want? Maybe let's put a pinning tray here, and then put this here, and then you still have space for my more keys. And I could easily put all my tensioners here, just like this, and we're having a very nice setup for these pigs. But yeah, of course you want your dimple pigs somewhere, so yeah, I decided to go for the big solution for now. And yeah, I can basically customize it all I want, and it just slots in very, very nicely. I have a lot of space in this design. I don't really need it, but once you're printing, well, it just goes like this, yeah. So I also designed pinning trays. This is like for cutting pin tumblers locks. It has a cutout for core holder. I like this quite a lot. I made one for disc-detainers, and you can always stack them. And for the pin tumbler version, you can insert your own logo disc or print the file without the logo disc if you don't want this, but feel free to use it. I also made a large pinning tray for maybe you have a lock with a lot of pins, high pin count locks like whatever, queso or so, that you need to put a lot of pins somewhere, and I always reach my limits with the normal two pinning trays, and this one is just perfect for these kind of uses. Of course, here also the core holder fits. And I also made an XL version of the disc-detainer pinning tray. You can fit, what is it, 4 by 5, so 20 discs in here, a lot of space, sidebar groove, you can put the body here, and yeah, I think this works really nice. And you can find all these on my Thingiverse page. And yeah, so much for the compartments. Well, maybe show you the without losing all the tensioners. Well, let's get the tensioners out for a second. I also designed this for dimple locks, dimple pins, sorry, dimple picks. So up here we have like, is it 4 by 6 holes for the normal diameter. That's like 10 millimeters or so. For the normal multi-pick flags, and back here we have 5 slots for larger, like the all covers are beautiful picks by Moki, but you can also fit your custom-made designs up here. And in the front I made some room for some tensioners. But take a look at the STL files and you'll find these. One thing, if you 3D print something, maybe have a look out where the seam is, and you will have a better result. I should have put it somewhere on the back or so, but it doesn't matter. Usually something will be in front of it anyhow. And what I do with these, I print them with the face facing down like this. So this allows me an easy color change. You don't need a fancy 3D printer. Just add a pause to your slicer and you're good to change the color if you want to. You can also print this in one color, of course, just as you like. And what you see here already is my solution to my lock storage problem. So I have a lot of Euro style locks here. Oh, sorry, lifted it out. These are, for example, ESSA locks. And what I created for this is this design here. It's a 2x1 in the Gridfinity system. Here it has no magnets on it. And this is the problem we always have with the magnet holes. Ignore that. And this is a 2-piece print. So you print the, let's call it basket on the outside. And on the inside you print these stencils. And I also made stencils for kick cylinders. So if you have more kick cylinders, you can print out the stencil for the kick cylinders and store your kick cylinders like this. Yeah, so much on that. Of course, we can stack them also. You can also stack these on top of each other if they're empty. If a lock is sticking out, of course not. This is my solution for my Euro padlocks, and I will show you how this looks in a second. Let's get you out of the holder and let's have a look at my first messy drawer first. Up here, this is where my tools go. Here you see the Ares compartment again, and below all that is a Gridfinity system. This covers the whole drawer, and this is an IKEA drawer. What is it? IKEA cupboard named Alex, and a lot of people using it. And you get, I think, 7 by 10-ish or something. Gridfinity grids in here. And you see also I made something for my screwdriver, which is quite handy. So I always have it at the same place. For my scissors, for my, what is it, an otoscope, and so on. And you can find all these also on my thingiverse. And now let's have a look at one of these drawers. So this is how it looks in action. Full of, you see the Gridfinity grid down here, and then you see all the 2x1s here. These are ABUS locks, and then we have dimple locks all over the place. And over here also you see a solution I found for padlocks. So I either hang them on these connection rods. These are just threaded rods. You get them very, very cheap. And these are M8, so 8 millimeters. And you can hang a lot of locks on these clips here that go over them. So this would be the version 2. And down here is my version 1, keeping a lot of the padlocks. And yeah, this is still not Gridfinified, but I guess it's okay. And yeah, so this is how I store my padlocks. Just hang them by the shackle. If you can hang them open, you can use the version 1. And if you want to hang them by the closed shackle, like these disc locks, you cannot hang them in an open state, and therefore it's better to have one of these clips, and then you can take them. Oh, sorry, it's hard to do one-handed, but you get the idea, right? Because if I would put them on the rod, I would need to get them all off, and therefore only hang padlocks in an open state on a rod. Yeah, this is how my drawers look. This is still a work in progress, but I encourage you all to design your own Gridfinity modules and yeah, make more of them available for the community. That is the whole idea of the Gridfinity system, that online find what one needs and just print it, yeah, and join the Gridfinity lockpicking community. I saw there are already some few models out there on, what was it, Maker World or so, but not enough that we would be all happy. So go out there, design your stuff, and I can really recommend this Gridfinity system. Yeah, enough blabbing. If you're still here, thanks for watching. If you had any questions, hit me up in the comments, and yeah, let me know what you think about this system. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.